Okay, is that a pic? What's that?
Yeah, it is a picture.
No, I think that's him.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you can hear us.
Hello. Hi, Liam.
Hi.
Hey, mate, how you
Okay,
doing?
namaste, Jamie.
Namaste.
Okay, namaste.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Nice.
I'm super nervous right now.
Yeah, we can make out. It's okay, you don't have to worry.
Okay,
Yeah, it's all good, man.
Yeah, mate, you're...
okay,
yeah,
hi,
you're-
JP. Okay, hi. Hello, JP.
How are you, brother?
I forgot. I'm good. How are you?
Yeah,
How
I'm
are
good,
you?
thanks. Yeah, not too bad, man.
Okay.
But cold here in Cape Town. There's a bit of a storm coming through, but other than yep.
It was about to rain here.
Oh.
Where are you from?
Yeah, where you from?
I'm from Kolkata. From
Okay.
Kolkata, it's 3 hours. 3 hours from Kolkata airport, to be precise.
Okay.
Oh, I see.
Nice.
Nice, man.
Mate, yeah. You're very welcome. And yeah, we're excited to have you. And
Thank you.
just, yeah, have a bit of fun with you, really. Get to know you. I'm sure you've got some questions. And basically just a chance to really hang out, get to know you a little bit. And anything goes. So you're allowed to ask them anything, make them uncomfortable. That's just part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Liam's strategy, just to make us uncomfortable every time. So
Right. So
tell us a little bit about you there, buddy.
Okay. My name is Xavier Wilson. So my name goes my actual name is Wilson. My title means last name, first name is Xavier, according to South Indian. If you go to Chennai,
okay.
according to Chennai, if you go to Chennai, family's name comes first, and then your name comes second. So it's Xavier Wilson. My Wilson is my name. So I am from Calcutta. I was born and raised up in Calcutta. I did my graduation in mechanical engineering right now. I completed my graduation in 2015. Then I pursued a 1-year course in research institute, Central Research Institute in mechanical engineering. Then I worked in a industry. I worked in industry for 1.5 years. For 1.5 years, I worked in an industry, and then I just I think 2-3 months back, I just quit my job.
Okay.
I was not feeling well. I was not feeling well. The routine had become very bad for me. So, so I had to quit the job. So right now I'm looking for a job right now.
Yeah, me too,
so
buddy.
That's all.
Too.
No,
it's okay. We all are unemployed except Liam.
You don't have to seek for a job. Okay.
No,
there are lots of
I need
opportunities
to.
right now in India. But in India, there will be many youngsters. Maybe they want you to coach them. Maybe they want you to come to India, coach them how to play. That will be maybe a retirement something. After retirement.
Yeah. I think that after cricket maybe.
After cricket, maybe you can be a coach in India.
I think you need to speak to Brendan McCullum. Speak to Brendan McCullum for me. Maybe he can give me a job.
Yeah, Brendan McCullum, I can go for if there are some batsmen who wants to get inspired, they will go for Brendan McCullum. But some players who wants to be a great all-rounder, they will be going to you. They will be going to AB after he retires.
JP, how much you paid him, JP, to say this?
Listen, he was waiting in the waiting room for a while. We had a conversation, and
I see.
I told him what to say. You know what I mean?
By the way, I'm a big South African cricket fan. So I think he doesn't need to pay me.
I don't feel bad at all. It's okay. I really don't feel bad.
He's got his
First
loyalties
India,
right.
then South Africa. I'll go with that.
That's better. That's better. Now you can join us on the podcast today.
Yeah, that's a very good split. A bit of South Africa, a bit of India. Or maybe we need to turn this podcast into a bit of a job seekers club then. And we can all help each other with our CVs and get some interviews.
Yeah.
Because you're not the only one, Xavier. JP's struggling as well, It's tough. When you're retired, it's tough.
Liam, did you want to do like an official intro or we're not?
I can do, yeah. Seems like after the horse has bolted now, but I could do one.
you can cut and paste.
Yeah, I can cut and paste. Okay. Hello, welcome to the Super Over podcast. Liam Flint here, and we've got a very special episode coming up. So we've got the normal people. We've got JP, who of course is a former South Africa all-rounder. Now he's retired, looking for a job. So please send in your messages and help this man out, because he hasn't got a clue what he's doing with his life. And we've got at the other end of the scale, someone who really knows where they're going in their career. Jemimah Rodrigues, India batter, future captain. We're going to keep saying it. She's an amazing cricketer, amazing woman. And then we have our competition winner joining us all the way from Calcutta. It is Xavier Wilson. Xavier, welcome.
Woo! Welcome, Xavier.
It's Wilson Xavier, by the way.
We're going to call him Xavier.
Yeah.
So what do people call you?
They call me by my name, Wilson. Okay, there are many names.
Okay.
Wills. Okay, that goes by everything.
Okay. So Wilson, do you play cricket?
Yeah, I play cricket. There's a current in this lockdown. From lockdown, I've started to play cricket, short pitch cricket. So we play here in my colony. There is a short pitch cricket. We go and play. It's been 2 weeks playing. I'm not really into cricket. I'm not really into batting and bowling.
You're into fielding.
I do play in the team. I do play in the team, not for my batting, not for my bowling, but for my fielding. So it's like it's just for I go for the boundary line. I stay in the boundary line. I go for the catches. I go for the run-outs, but no batting. And the 11th man, the last man who the team can depend for hitting the winning runs. And bowling, I can bowl too when there's 42 runs needed in an over. So I can bowl then. I'm a very good bowler then. I'm very good bowler.
Oh, okay.
Specialist fielder. Doesn't drop a thing. I get it.
Yeah. And how old are you?
I'm 27.
27.
This year I turned 27. This year I turned 27.
You married?
No.
No. Okay.
But he might be after this.
First I want to get a stable job. Then I will go. Then I'll think of getting married.
Yeah.
Amy's also looking for a husband. So just
I think there's a lot of age difference, JP.
She'll probably get a good husband.
Thank you. That's so sweet of you.
But not right now. I'm very big. I'm very older than. So probably she will get a good because she's maybe she has depicted in all her recording, all her videos. By that, I can say that she will be a good wife.
Yeah,
okay.
Probably make her husband cook.
Wow.
Probably make her husband cook. Probably make her husband do all the house chores.
That's very true.
In the video.
I agree with that actually.
I'm not wrong. Okay, sorry, Jamie.
I think you know me better than anybody else. Even better than my mom now.
Yes.
So Jamie, do you actually cook?
Not really. I mean, I'm not so good at cooking, but yeah, maybe I make breakfast for my brothers and all. But I can't cook a proper meal as such.
Okay.
That would be a cultural thing, I would think, particularly in India, learning to cook. Would that not be like a cultural thing from a mother to a daughter thing? But obviously you're a little bit different being a sportsman. I guess you're away from home a lot.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, it's because of that. Yet I never felt the need of cooking because I've been pampered by my mom and my grandmother over here. So they've never allowed me, to go cook. Not allowed me as such. They were like, you do until you eat, we'll cook for you. And they feel happy cooking for me. So yeah, I like it that way.
So what's on the menu when you're cooking for your brothers? Like, how impressive is this breakfast? Is it just like a piece of bread or what?
It'll be either scrambled egg, sunny side up, and toasted bread, and then I make either tea or coffee for them.
Okay, that's good.
Very basic. Very basic. Eh?
Yeah, basic. Very basic. Yeah.
Thanks, JP. Call it out.
Is JP a professional cooker? I mean.
Yeah, good question.
Cook, sorry.
Yeah, so I enjoy my specialty is a barbecue. So I enjoy a South African braai, as they call it, a braai. My wife is exceptional in the kitchen, so I don't really want to, take over that domain. If you're that good, it's called delegation. The art of delegation is understanding what you're good at, and if you are good at something and somebody else can't do that, that's when you then do it. Otherwise, you tell them, listen, you're good at this. That's an encouragement, as they would say.
Yeah.
So that's how we roll. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Xavier, are you a cook?
No. Simply no.
He didn't have to think very long about that.
No. Okay, but in this lockdown, I made steamed paneer. I just went out, looked at YouTube, opened that video.
Okay.
Saw that, copied all the ingredients, copied the way the cook did there. I just did the whole thing. Okay, I have a twin brother.
How did it taste?
Salt was little less. Okay, so it didn't go well. As predicted, it didn't go well. So I have a twin brother. He stays in Calcutta. He works there in Tata Consultant Services. He stays there and he has become a very good cook. A very good cook. His name is Johnson. His name is Johnson.
Okay.
So he has become a very good cook. For other different items, if he wants to cook something different else, so he calls up mom and dad before dinner, before cooking. He calls him how to prepare, how to do, and then he cooks.
Okay. So I noticed that a lot of your names are sort of westernized names. So what's the history with your family?
I don't know with the history, but I know when I was born that all my parents were Christian, and they were from, probably my mom and dad was from Jharkhand, from very close to Ranchi. Okay, very close to Ranchi, Bokaro. If you know, maybe Jamie knows Bokaro. So, my mom and dad were born and raised there. So my mom got a job in Calcutta here.
Okay.
In Damodar Valley Corporation, there is a big Damodar River is there. So industry is based on that. So my mom works here. My dad used to work, but for voluntary retirement, he gave up. He gave up his work. Now he's in home. He has become a very good cook. So my mom doesn't cook in the house.
Okay.
Or so for special days for Sunday, or any special guests come in, my dad cooks. We make my dad to cook because he does brilliant job in cooking.
That's it. Leave it to him, the master.
Yeah,
that's a good idea.
It's been when we were 3 years old. My mom and dad both were used to work. But they both used to work. So there were no babysitters there to look after us. So none of the relatives were there that time to look after us. So my dad was temporary then. My mom had become permanent in that job. So my dad had to leave the job. Had to.
Okay. Okay.
So there was no one was there, and that was a blessing in disguise.
Oh.
Everyone said that women should be looking after their children and all, but
Mm.
dad did that. Dad did that when we were very small.
Mm.
Only that cooking thing started there from there only.
You would have loved, yeah, you would
Wow.
have loved that from a young age.
Yeah.
I love when he cooks biryani. Okay, I love when he cooks biryani. Love that.
So how's everyone doing in lockdown? I mean, what's the latest there in Mumbai and the UK, in Kolkata? What, Jem?
Yeah, in Mumbai now, from the 8th of June, the lockdown has eased out a bit. So, like, they have removed a few restrictions. So, it's much better than before. But yeah, there are more chances of, the numbers going high because people are, not taking it in the right way they should. I mean, still, they need to follow, like, social distancing and all that, which is not happening quite as much. So, apart from that, yeah, I mean, now the lockdown has eased up a bit in Mumbai.
So are you training at all? Out like sort of skill training it? No.
Yeah, so now I just started going to the ground. So we have like a a private ground where like not many are allowed. So only it's me, my dad, and two others over there. So I've started training. So that feels
You
good.
got
Like,
your own ground. You got
Yeah,
your own ground.
private,
not
private.
no,
Yeah.
it's not my own ground. I just know the person who owns the ground. So he's been kind enough to give us the ground.
Rodrigues
So,
Arena.
Yeah.
Jemmy's dad
The,
owns it.
the Rodrigues Oval.
yeah.
Okay. And the UK,
That's
there,
awesome.
Liam? What's happening there?
Yeah, so we've, much like Jemmy, we're easing a little bit. So I think now you're allowed to meet up with 6 people in public. We're encouraged to go to people's gardens, back gardens, to have food and hang out together. So we're not allowed in people's houses. And we can't meet together in groups, so church still can't happen or anything like that. But it's now a case of you can actually see people in the park, in gardens, any outside space. And I think as of yesterday, if you're a single person and you have loved ones, you're now allowed to go and stay over at their house. So for parents, grandparents, things like this. So it is easing. But again, the danger is, like Jemmy said, that it could all go wrong very quickly. Because I live, Zev, you won't know this, but I live right on the south coast of England. And it's a very nice beachy area. And the last couple of weeks, we've had thousands of people coming down here to go to the beach from London. Everybody from London just piles out and comes to us. So the rate of infection in my area might go up because of that. So we're just, all of us locals are going, oh, don't know what to do. So we'll see. But things are moving in the right direction. A bit like what everyone else is saying. It's easing, but we're not there yet. So.
And have the numbers subsided or?
So it was, well, I mean, they're going down. It was 240 people, 240 deaths yesterday. So that's a lot, but considering where we were 2 months ago, that was over 1,000 a day. So it is, if you look at the graphs, it's really going down, but still nowhere near where we need to be. So yeah, it could take a while yet.
Okay.
But yeah, all things are okay. What about Cape Town?
So yeah, again, we've eased in regulations. However, numbers are escalating quite dramatically. So deaths, I think we're over 1,000 now, not per day, but that's just in total. And the total cases, positive cases, we're over the 50,000 mark in South Africa. So, I mean, the predictions are we potentially going to be reaching peak in the next, probably July, August. So yeah, we'll see how that works out. But cricket has been given the green light to continue or to sort of start up again. I think most sports really, professional sports at least, even contact sports, but with quite strict guidelines in terms of what they do. And yeah, so we'll see how it goes in the next few weeks. I guess that's going to determine the infection rates and the numbers are going to determine, are we going to ease or are we going to go back to a level 4, level 5? Because there is the potential for that as well. But the economy's taken massive strain. So we've been probably forced into the fact to ease it into into a different regulation because the economy was just taking a massive hit. Yeah. What's happening there in Kolkata? Is it very different from Mumbai to Kolkata in terms of restrictions?
Yeah. It's not very different, but yeah, it's quite so. The recent storm that came, Amphan, was very strong, and lots of people, lots of houses, rural side houses were were destroyed. Electricity is not there now. The water pipelines was destroyed. So not here, but in Calcutta, proper Kolkata. I'm speaking of proper Kolkata. And lockdown there is, it's a red zone there. It's a containment zone there still. So probably it will continue till 30th of June. The lockdown is there is 30th till 30th of June. But where I'm staying, it has been green zone from starting, but still people are not going out. I'm not going out. Even on Sundays, my father only goes to church. My mom and we sit back at the house. We probably go live on YouTube and do the mass, do the prayers. My father goes there. Only 10 people now. 10 people. Only 10 people are allowed. Even in church, if you want to attend Sunday prayers, you want 10 people are allowed, and nothing much. But if it's a green zone here, so people still are not going outside. But that Amphan has created a lot of disturbance in Kolkata.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, lots of work still to be done then around the world for sure. I just love that we can check in on all our different corners of the world. It's great. It gives us like a nice little overview picture. Right, Wilson, I think a lot of people are going to be wondering, out of all the messages we received, like, why did you get on the podcast? So I thought, we've had so many messages saying, show us what he said. Show us the DM that he gave you. So I know you're on the phone. You're on the phone right now trying to call us. So I'm wondering, you probably can't see the message, can you? Because you're on your phone for this video call. So I might read it. I might read it out for you so that everybody can see how good your message was. So if anyone wants any tips from Wilson and how to get yourself on the podcast, this is what you need to say.
One thing I want to say. I want to add. So I didn't write probably to get selected. I just wanted you to know what I feel about you, about your Super Over, because I've been following Super Over by mistake. I didn't know a Super Over podcast is there in YouTube. I probably saw Jemmy's interaction with Gaurav and Oak Tree. From there, she said she's been doing Double Trouble. I went on to Double Trouble, and in one suggestion I saw Super Over podcast in which you and Jemmy were playing for some quiz time was there.
Yes.
From then I started watching Super Over podcast.
Interesting.
Okay.
It's a very good connection there. Yeah.
So we have Jemmy.
All for Jemmy.
Okay. So we have Jemmy to thank and Double Trouble to thank for inadvertently giving us another fan. Okay, that's good. I like that honesty.
What did it say?
Let me read this. He ticks all the boxes. I have been a big fan of South African cricket. Ding, JP's happy. Be it JP, Faf, AB de Villiers, John T. Rhodes, Callis, Gary. Moreover, the India's women team, ding, Jemmy's happy, has been without any surprises, surpassingly done well. Be it through Smitty or Jemmy, the podcast idea is good in so many ways, and it's so beneficial for the upcoming cricket men and women because you have someone with much experience in JP and a rising upcoming star in women's cricket in Jemmy. So you can see what he's doing here. It covers such a wide range of news, and you've got players talking their heart out, not only about cricket, but about their connection with God. Ticks another box. Now, this is the bit I really like, because you really showed here, Wilson, that you've actually followed certain bits and you really remember these, which I liked. The story with Faf and JP sharing their God connection was a different experience. And even how Jemmy was explaining what Easter means to her was good to hear. And then he does say about Double Trouble, so I have to read that bit. Double Trouble channel on YouTube has achieved numerous viewers. I want you to select me because I'm a big fan of cricket and I'd love to know more about you all.
No, awesome.
So for me, that's just, that's ideal, Wilson. So good.
Yeah.
Bit of a no-brainer.
Carry on.
Go ahead.
Good. I'll speak after Jamie.
No, I think we had got a lot of DMs, right, Liam?
Oh, yeah.
And you had shortlisted a few for us. And it was like a big challenge for us which one to select, because there were so many and everybody were had given their points accordingly, and they were so interesting. But I think Wilson stood out.
Okay, one more confession I want to make.
Oh, it's a confession session, eh?
Yeah, an honest confession. Okay, so I follow JP on Instagram. I do not follow Jamie on Instagram. Did not follow. Fast. That is fast. I didn't follow, but since I followed JP on Instagram, I saw that contest video of Jamie and you and Liam doing that. For selecting. Probably that video I saw, and then I followed Super Over, and then I followed.
Yeah, I thank Super Over for increasing my followers. It means a lot to me.
She hasn't got enough already.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, at the age of 19, to have 250,000 followers must be terrible. I mean, it's not good enough, is it? Yeah, Wilson, I'm loving how honest you are. This is like being in a confession box, isn't it? It's like, I must tell you.
So do you have any questions, Wilson?
I don't have too much question. I don't know what to ask. So, okay, the most asked question from my friends, from my brother: will AB de Villiers be playing this T20 World Cup or not? The most asked question. So I'll probably go with that first.
So I can't deny, neither can I confirm that. Right?
I heard that. I heard about AB of surety of playing in T20. It was in doubt. So I don't know what to expect from him.
Well, I think the first and foremost to say is we don't even know if the T20 World Cup is going to happen this year. I think that's first and foremost.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I'm not sure what the discussions have been between South Africa and him. He's obviously been one of South Africa's greatest short ball players, or short format players rather. Actually, all formats really. So yeah, we'll have to see how it all works out.
This is like being in a press conference.
Yeah. Did you notice that I didn't answer it, but I did answer it?
That's what. Yeah, I can tell you've had lots of media training. You went straight into cricketer mode.
So the reason why I said that was, if you noticed, James, did you remember we did this playing 11?
Yeah.
Our favorite playing 11. And all of a sudden, I was making headlines in India about JP's. I was like, I couldn't believe it.
Exactly. I know, we need to be very careful.
They're not emphasizing the players I picked. The emphasis is on JP only picks 2 Indian players.
Yeah, they weren't happy with you.
They weren't happy with me. Gee whiz. Oh my goodness. So I thought I'll give a plutonic answer. But actually, Wilson, I don't know. So that's my actual honest answer.
Yeah, no, actually, I asked this question because I think he was, the news was there, he was going to play 2019 World Cup, but he probably didn't play. Yeah, that is why many asked that question.
Oh, I see.
And yeah, and probably I would ask that 2015 World Cup semi-final where you lost to New Zealand.
Yes.
So
Bring it back.
How,
Let me just switch on the interview phase here quickly.
interview mode. Okay. To be very honest, not only South Africans, probably 85 to 90%. I guarantee 85 to 90% of Indians and maybe the rest of fans all over the world was crying then. I don't know about Jemmy crying over that, but yeah, we were heartbroken. We were seriously heartbroken seeing ABD
That is true.
with the teary eyes. I remember that Dale Steyn sitting Mokel on the ground, Dale Steyn on the ground. It was very heartbreaking. How you guys then prepared yourself for the next upcoming matches or next tournament?
So we were fortunate in a way that we didn't have to play for a while after that. So if you remember what happened actually after the World Cup, everyone went straight into IPL. So everybody went to their separate teams, which probably helped because you had an opportunity just to heal, of what had happened in your own way and having to focus on different things. So I was playing for Delhi at the time. So yeah, it was nice just to get away from
Delhi.
I was playing for Delhi. So it was nice just to get away from all the pressure and the negative sort of press that was labeled around that. But it was difficult, even coming back after that few months later. I mean, we had conversations about that, and a lot of guys were still heavily scarred. It took guys 2 years, honestly, based on conversations, 2 years to get over it. So it was quite heavy. You can almost shift that question, if I may, Xavier, to Jemmy.
I was going there. Only
in her experience of the World Cup, obviously.
World Cup. I was going there.
Yeah. He's got it covered. Don't you worry, JP.
Okay.
I got it.
Did you see that deflection?
I like that. That was really skilled.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as JP said, it's not easy, after suffering a major loss. It's not easy once you come back. And he said even like it took them almost like some players almost more than 2 years because that's how impactful the World Cup is, especially after losing, because you are like really crushed and you don't know, like sometimes you just think like, okay, what is the point of working so hard? I mean, we've put in so much effort and so much hard work, and coming so close and losing, that's really heartbreaking. So it wasn't easy, but what happened for me, and I believe even for my teammates, was a blessing in disguise, was the lockdown, because that actually gave us time, to shift our focus from cricket and just be with our family and just be around the people we love, and that actually helped us to heal and recover quickly, because we didn't have a lot to think about. We didn't have like to go to the nets or media coming after us a lot talking about the World Cup. So that actually gave us a lot of time to heal and to recover. And yeah, I believe that whenever we're going to come back on the field, everyone's going to come back with a fresher mind and even more positive and dedicated to work harder.
Boom. Well done, Jemmy.
Yeah, turn it off, Jim. Turn it off.
Yeah.
Interview voice done.
I'm loving this. How you guys can just like go into. There I am.
It's amazing. It's like automatic. Eh? Boom.
Yeah, we don't even have to think about it. It's like a second nature.
Okay,
No, it is.
Wilson.
Yep.
Yeah, go on, Wilson. Have you got any more juicy ones for Jemmy or JP?
Okay, I'll go with Jemmy. The same question she answered right now. So, was it different for the senior players to overcome that, and was it different for the junior players, the new players who came, the new players like you and Harleen and was there? And was it different for the senior players to overcome that World Cup loss? Was it a bit different from the?
To be very honest with you, I am actually not that sure how it has been for the senior players, because after the World Cup, we all had gone home back. And after a certain point, like everybody just wanted to be at home with their family members. But losing a World Cup, I think would definitely be heartbreaking for anyone, whether it's a senior or a junior. So you can't like really compare and how it feels, because every person is different, and people might play it cool on the outside, but nobody knows on the inside how they are feeling. And some people really don't like to share or express it, but I'm telling, like, everybody was hurting. You could make out, once we were in the dressing room at the MCG, you could just make out, like, everybody was trying to, put a smile on their face, just try and take care of each other. But on the inside, everybody was breaking. So I'm sure, like, yeah, I mean, you can't really compare both.
Okay, I'm sorry to ask you that question.
I didn't know, no problem.
I didn't mean to.
We are over it now. It's okay.
Xavier, you never coming back on, buddy.
Because we as fans felt very terrible, felt very heartbroken. The same when we saw your World Cup loss, final loss. So we too were heartbroken. We too were sitting there, and as you said, you will be coming fresher after fresh two. You will be coming with more energy on the field. We too, as fans, will be coming with more energy to cheer you up then.
Thank you so much. That means a lot to our team, actually. But the fans have actually been so supportive, throughout the World Cup and even after coming back. So, like, I would like to give a big shout out to all our fans.
Well done, fans.
Yeah, well done, fans. Still the interview voice there, but it's well done.
Okay, good. So we've had JP pretending to be AB de Villiers' agent, and we've had Jemmy reliving past hurts. I love this line of questioning. It's great. It's really piercing.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah. No, that's cool, man. Well, we wish you all the best with whatever the future holds for you.
And yeah, Wilson, I've got to ask you quickly. Are you a Kolkata Knight Riders fan for the IPL? Are you a Knight Riders?
No. Yeah, I'm a big diehard fan of Chennai Super Kings. I'm a big diehard fan of Chennai Super Kings. I'm a big diehard fan of Chennai. Sorry, Jemmy.
It's okay. We welcome everybody on our podcast. It's fine.
We don't discriminate here, eh? We
don't.
No. It's because I'm a big Chennai Super Kings fan, and there are some players I am big fan. And there are some players in the team. All the team, I am big fan of them. Just like AB.
No doubt,
big diehard fan of AB.
Why Chennai? Why Chennai?
But he's not saying me. I mean, really no. Only AB.
Everybody.
Because
it's okay. I am a big fan of JP and Delhi.
Thank you.
I was a very big JP fan when Deccan Chargers won that and when he took that hat trick against Sri Lanka. I had become a big JP fan because I too am a left-hander. I probably don't go for big shots. I try to be a middle order batsman to take singles and to create that partnership. And I just looked up to you. How you batted them. I'm a big JP fan. Before retirement, maybe.
Okay. Thank you, buddy.
So after retirement, your player changed, right?
Yeah, after retirement, went for ABD. But still a South African then.
No, I appreciate that. No worries.
Oh, that's amazing. Well,
yeah,
we all feel very built up after that. So we'll remember for the next episode to get AB de Villiers on, and we'll kick JP off, and then everyone will be happy.
I want to have AB and JP alongside.
Okay. Double trouble. The new version of Double Trouble.
We'll see how that works out.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah,
okay. Well, Wilson, it's been a real pleasure. Thank you so much for your great message.
Thank you.
Hope you've enjoyed it. Tell all your friends. And this will be on YouTube, so you can watch it back for the next 10 years, saying you were on a call with Jemimah and JP. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Probably this is the first ever a celebrity or sportsman, I'm meeting someone outside of the first sportsman meeting. I'm the first sportsman personality I've been meeting. I met just now. I have never been to a cricket ground, never met a sportsman. So this is probably the first.
It's
Liam
an
is talking
absolute.
about you, Liam.
Yeah, I was about to say, Liam, he's talking about you, man. I mean, really.
Yeah, it doesn't get much better than this. Like, oh, just look at the people on this call. I mean, yeah, these are A-list cricketers you're on with right now. So feel very blessed.
Former.
I'm blessed. I'm blessed.
Okay.
Wilson,
Yeah, Wilson.
Thanks a mil, buddy.
Yeah, all the best, Wilson.
Thank you
God
so
bless.
much, Wilson.
Thank
We
you.
loved getting to know you.
Yeah. Yeah,
And,
I appreciate and I hope I give best of luck to Jemmy and as well as to Indian women's cricket. To maybe that cup should be there next on the hand. I would be love
Thank
to
you.
see that cap in India, and I would give JP big thanks to post retirement, and I would probably see him coach doing the coach thing. Yeah.
Coach Duminy.
Yeah.
So I'll be the one, Liam, wishing you all the best for the future as well. Don't want to leave you out.
Yeah, Liam. Yeah. No. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm the same age. I'm the same age as Wilson. So yeah, we're all right. We're together.
Yeah.
Wilson,
Liam,
drop us.
Thank you.
That's okay. Wilson, drop us a DM when you get the new job. We'd like to know what job you go into next. So let us know on Instagram.
Sure. Sure.
Okay.
I'll let you know.
Okay. Thank you, Wilson.
Thanks,
See you
buddy.
again sometime.
Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See you.
Thank you.